The Filiki Eteria, Friendly Society, was a clandestine organization founded in 1814 in Odessa, a bustling port city of the Russian Empire, present-day Ukraine, by three Greek merchants, Emmanuel Xanthos, Nikolaos Skoufas, and Athanasios Tsakalov. These men, inspired by the ideals of the French Revolution and the success of other nationalist uprisings in Europe, sought to liberate Greece from the oppressive rule of the Ottoman Empire. The Ottomans had controlled Greek lands for nearly 4 centuries, imposing heavy taxation, religious restrictions, and political subjugation. The Filiki Eteria was founded with a single resolute purpose: to ignite a Greek revolution that would end foreign rule and establish an independent Greek state. At the time of its creation, the society operated in absolute secrecy, adopting a strict hierarchical structure that mirrored Masonic lodges and other secret organizations. Members were initiated through elaborate ceremonies, swearing oaths of loyalty and silence under the threat of severe punishment, even death, if they betrayed the cause. The society employed complex codes, ciphers, and symbolic rituals to protect its activities from Ottoman spies and informants. The leadership operated in small, compartmentalized cells to prevent infiltration, ensuring that even if one part of the network was compromised, the entire movement would not collapse. The initiation process often involved a trial period, during which new members were observed for their commitment and discretion before being entrusted with the society's secrets. The Filiki Eteria grew rapidly, attracting thousands of members across Greece and Greek communities in the diaspora. Membership was not limited to any one class. It included intellectuals, merchants, military officers, clergy, and even peasants. The society particularly sought influential individuals who could mobilize resources and manpower. Greek expatriates in Russia, the Balkans, and Western Europe played a crucial role in financing the organization. The Eteria sent emissaries across Greek-inhabited regions, persuading prominent figures to join their cause. These emissaries utilized a mix of ideological fervor, religious rhetoric, and personal connections to bring in new recruits. One of the most significant figures to join the Filiki Eteria was Alexander Ypsilantis, a Greek officer in the Russian Imperial Army. In 1820, Ypsilantis assumed the leadership of the society, bringing with him military experience and connections to the Russian court. His involvement marked a turning point, as many Greeks believed that Russia, a powerful Orthodox Christian empire, would support their struggle against the Muslim Ottomans. The society continued to amass weapons, develop battle plans, and coordinate uprisings across Greek territories. Under Ypsilantis's guidance, the Filiki Eteria established secret arsenals, training camps, and espionage networks, ensuring that when the moment arrived, they would be prepared to strike decisively. By 1821, after years of careful planning and secret communication, the Filiki Eteria decided that the time was ripe for action. The society initiated the Greek War of Independence on March 6, 1821, when Ypsilantis led an armed force into the Danubian principalities, modern-day Romania and Moldova, hoping to spark a wider revolt. He issued a powerful proclamation calling on Greeks to rise against Ottoman rule, famously declaring, "Fight for faith and fatherland." However, the anticipated Russian support never materialized. The Tsar, fearing diplomatic consequences, refused to back the revolution. Ypsilantis's campaign was met with fierce resistance from Ottoman and Wallachian forces, culminating in a disastrous defeat at the Battle of Dragashani in June 1821. Ypsilantis was captured and later imprisoned in Austria. Despite this setback, the revolution had already spread to Greece itself. The flames of rebellion, ignited by the Filiki Eteria, spread quickly across the Peloponnese, central Greece, and the Aegean Islands. Greek revolutionaries, often poorly armed but driven by patriotic zeal, launched attacks on Ottoman garrisons, massacring Turkish soldiers and administrators. Some of the first major victories came in Kalamata, Tripoli, and Patras, where Greek insurgents expelled Ottoman forces. The Filiki Eteria had played a crucial role in laying the groundwork for the uprising. Their secret network had smuggled weapons, spread nationalist propaganda, and forged alliances with key military leaders such as Theodoros Kolokotronis, Georgios Karaiskakis, and Odysseas Androutsos. These commanders, many of whom had backgrounds as klefts, bandit warriors, led guerrilla-style campaigns against Ottoman forces, using the rugged Greek terrain to their advantage. Despite its initial successes, the Greek Revolution faced numerous challenges. The Ottomans responded with brutal force, massacring Greek civilians in retaliation. One of the most infamous atrocities was the Chios massacre of 1822, where over 100,000 Greeks were killed or sold into slavery. The revolution also suffered from internal divisions, as rival factions vied for control over the movement. The Filiki Eteria itself began to lose influence as the war progressed. Many of its leaders were either killed in battle, imprisoned, or forced into exile. Additionally, as the revolution gained international attention, Greek political leadership shifted toward more structured governing bodies, such as the First National Assembly of Epidaurus, which declared Greek independence in 1822. Despite the odds, the Greek revolutionaries persevered. Their struggle attracted sympathy from European intellectuals, artists, and politicians, many of whom saw Greece as the birthplace of Western civilization. Hellenic movements emerged across Europe, with figures such as Lord Byron dedicating their wealth and even their lives to the cause. European newspapers covered the atrocities committed by the Ottomans, fueling public opinion in favor of Greek independence. International intervention proved decisive in securing Greek independence. In 1827, British, French, and Russian fleets destroyed the Ottoman Egyptian navy at the Battle of Navarino, crippling Ottoman power in the region. 3 years later, in 1830, the London Protocol formally recognized Greece as an independent state, marking the culmination of the Filiki Eteria's long-fought dream. The establishment of a Greek monarchy under Otto of Bavaria in 1832 further solidified the new nation's sovereignty. The Filiki Eteria was ultimately dissolved, but its legacy endured. The society had sown the seeds of revolution, transforming Greek nationalism from a dream into a reality. The members of the Filiki Eteria are remembered as architects of modern Greece, their sacrifices immortalized in Greek history and folklore. The organization's meticulous planning and secret operations became a model for future liberation movements around the world. Today, the Filiki Eteria's influence can still be felt in Greece's national identity. Monuments, museums, and historical sites commemorate the bravery of its founders and members. Their vision of a free Greece, which once seemed like an impossible fantasy, became a defining chapter in the country's history. The Filiki Eteria stands as a testament to the power of unity, determination, and the unwavering pursuit of freedom. From humble beginnings in a foreign land to the birth of a nation, the Filiki Eteria remains one of the most extraordinary examples of how secret societies, when driven by a common cause, can change the course of history.